Alright, welcome back. Shawn Michael here, 2008 Jeep Wrangler. I'm going to show you how to remove and replace this multi-function switch. As you can see, this one's got a ton of play in it. I don't know if you can hear that. Surely you can see it. I bought the Jeep, 100,000 miles on it. It won't stay up. It won't stay up. If you're making a right-hand turn, you tap it up, it just pops off. You got to hold it up. And like I said, there's way too much play in that, so went and bought a new one. And we're gonna grab it here out of the back. I'm gonna show you the steps to replace it. It's pretty easy. I've seen a video for it before. I just went to look for the video and I couldn't find it. So the way YouTube works, right? If we don't find a video for something, we can't figure out how to do it, we make a video and we contribute. So I'm gonna contribute today. So stand by. First thing, I've got a T15. There's a screw in the bottom of the steering column, right under the bottom up here. I think it's a T20, but a T15 will back it out. So I'm going to back that out real quick, and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So, first thing I'll go ahead and tell you is I had to go find a T20, partly because the T15 that I had wouldn't fit. Well, back up. There's 3 screws, not one. There's 3 screws under the bottom of this. The first one was easily accessible. It's visible. It's right on top. The second one is recessed up in a hole. You can't really see it that clearly, but it's there. The third one is also recessed up in a hole on this side, on the inside. So there's all the way on the back, there's one on each side that hold this piece of trim, hold the 2 pieces of trim. There's an upper and a lower piece of trim on this column, and this back right screw on the passenger side is extremely difficult. I have no idea why you can't get the driver to get into the head, to fit into the head of the screw. Oh, there it goes. Once you get it, I don't know why. I have no idea why this is so difficult. Anyway, so if you can see that, back it out. Let go. Nope, I didn't get it all the way. Extremely difficult. I don't know if it's been off before and it's stripped. The head stripped. It doesn't feel like it. It's just extremely difficult. Anyway. T20. So that's all 3 of them. There's 2 black ones, and the silver one's the one that's down, visible right in the middle. Stick those in there. Pull the top off. I think this bottom piece kind of gets out of the way somehow, so I'm going to see if I can kind of get it out of the way. Yeah. Okay, so it kind of, once you got to kind of get it over the ignition bezel, and it's out of the way completely. So it's always a good idea, in my experience, to take your new item and look at it, and look at how it fits together. So you can see that the plug, here's the new switch, the plug, the electrical connection is right here. There's one in the back, but I think there's a wire. Yeah, there's a wire that goes into that. So this has to, you have to get it in there and snap it back. So that's what I have to do. It looks, I think that if I remember right from the other video, yeah, I can see a Phillips there. I see at least one Phillips screw. So let me go grab a Phillips. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Phillips screwdriver. Clearly visible right under the blinker switch here. It's not hidden at all. And I need to push this forward like I was saying to unplug it. And you don't. So just so you know, these are both harnesses. So this is the tougher one. The one from the front is tougher. I keep losing my light. There's nothing I can do about it now because my switch is out, but I sure don't have a flashlight. Anyway, the one on the front facing the rear of the truck is a little tougher, but simple little harnesses. Just slide the tab down, back it out. So my old one, set it aside. My new one, take the harness first that plugs from the back because you're not going to be able to access it. Slide it up in here. Put the one that faces to the rear. Slide it up in there. Make sure the wires are out of the way. I don't want these wires going off somewhere they're not. Oh, there's a little slot too. Good thing to know. There's a slot. It kind of slides in left to right in a little slot. You'll see it. It's easy. Put the Phillips. Got the Phillips in. So I got both harnesses in there. Slide this over the tilt lever for the column. Now you're gonna need to start it from the back so that it fits up into the dash properly. It takes a little bit of finesse because you'll see there's some pieces in the way, but nothing too difficult. I'm gonna take that in and clean it real quick. I'll probably get my lights back now. Alright, so very dirty. I don't know if you can see that. There's some Coke or something spilled all over the top of this. So while I have it off, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the bottom back off. I'm gonna go clean these first. Might as well while I have it all apart. Alright, I'm back. Just start with the bottom, nice and clean. Slide it up. Make sure you get it over this little, there's a little module or something on the bottom. Make sure you get it over that module. Actually, so you're going to start it forward first. You're going to start it like that and rotate it up. Get the tilt lever in there, rotate it up, get it over this little module or some type of module on the back. Or yeah, on the back under the wheel. Slide it down, lock it now. Put this one on. Yeah, it feels like it all snaps together right. I'm gonna start with this one that's giving me the most trouble. T20, the back passenger side corner. Like before. I don't know if this goes in at a weird angle or what happens, but it's hard to get it started in the head of the screw. It doesn't, the driver doesn't want to sit inside of it. But to be honest with you, it doesn't matter. That's really it. Let's put back together. Let's get your 3 screws in. Alright, that's it. So, brand new switch, nice and tight. I hadn't tried it yet, obviously it's late at night, but it should work perfect. Simple fix, requires a T20 driver, Apologize, let me reach over here. Looks like that's about 4 inches. You need at least a 4-inch driver, or it's not going to fit all the way through that bottom piece of the dash trim, the column trim. You need a T20 driver, a Phillips. There's a single Phillips screw, 3 T20 screws, and the switch itself, which was, like I said, about 70 bucks, and of your parts houses. And that's it. Easy fix. Thanks for watching. Alright, back for one small update. This plug right here, that's the one that's on the facing the front of the vehicle. You see there's 4 pins in there. So it's in the vehicle like this. It's the plug that's on the back. On the new one, those 4 pins were bent up. As odd as that may seem, let me try to get them in the light there. Brand new switch, those were bent up and the plug wouldn't slide in. So even though I thought I had the plug in, I had it in there, you know, 3/8 of an inch or whatever. I had it in there a decent ways. It wasn't in there far enough, and so when I went to back the Jeep out of the garage to put it back in the rain, which by the way brings me to my next project, is figuring out where all this water's leaking in at. But anyway, my wipers were stuck on and it was doing a bunch of weird stuff, so I said, well, something's not right. I had to take it back apart. Had to just take a flat tip screwdriver and just slightly bend those down so that they would slide into the harness, and now it works perfect. So just an update, when you're putting it back together, check your new switch and check it before you put it all back together, because you might be taking it back apart. Thanks for watching.